Hey there on YouTube. Welcome to the set of the NFL Matchup Show in beautiful downtown Mount Laurel, New Jersey at NFL Films. I'm Sal Paolantonio. Founding father of our show is Greg Cosell.
Sal?
And Matt Bowen is here. He played safety at the NFL level and breaks down all the film on all of our platforms at ESPN. I want to start with you, and I really want to focus in on this Patriots-Bills game up in Buffalo. Going to be super cold. Josh Allen did a really good job in the passing game in Week 16 when they went into Foxborough. Did not turn the ball over, and they didn't sack him.
No, and that was critical. No negative plays in that game. And one thing that really stood out watching the tape, how good the Bills' passing game was against man coverage of the Patriots. And the Patriots do play a lot of man. And it was very interesting because throughout much of this season, the Bills have not been that good against man coverage.
So what was the difference? Why was he better?
I think they did a really good job scheming. They used some motions. They had free access off the ball. It's tough to play man with free access off the ball, particularly on crossing routes. They were very effective on those. And Allen did make some of his kind of special movement plays, second reaction movement plays, which he makes when he's at his best.
So it sounds like Brian Daboll redesigned some things to give Josh Allen some free pass receivers off the line of scrimmage.
Yes, they did that.
Yeah, let's look at Bill Belichick and how he will scheme up defensively against this Bills offense.
Well, Sal, like you mentioned, they didn't get pressure, didn't sack Josh Allen once. That tells me that Bill Belichick, more scheme fronts, especially with outside linebacker Matthew Judon. They got to get him the matchups they want. But going back to what Greg just talked about, the slot targets, I just don't see Bill Belichick allowing that to happen again. Yes, there are ways to scheme up a slot receiver to get him free access off the football, whether it's late rotations from the safeties to play the one hole, or even some dedicated doubles. They got to take those throws away from Josh Allen.
Yeah, and it's a rare Act 3, right?
Yep.
Buffalo lost in Orchard Park on Monday night and did it in dramatic fashion. Then they go into Foxborough and they flip the script. So I want to come back to you, Matt, and look at Mac Jones and how he will utilize that running game to try to get it going again up in Buffalo.
Well, as we've said all year, Sal, the run game is the foundation of this New England offense. That means Mac Jones is a complementary piece to what they do on the offensive side of the football. With Josh McDaniels, a lot of big personnel. What does that mean? Get an extra tackle in the football game. They will run downhill. They'll also attack the perimeter a lot with Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson. Now with Mac Jones, he's going to have to make some throws, Sal.
Yep.
You can't just go in there and say, well, he's a complimentary piece. Let's just run the football and get out of there with a win. It doesn't work like that all the time. He will have to make some throws, and the Bills will challenge him with what they do on defense.
Yeah, he had 2 picks in Week 16. I love XT football, by the way, Matt. That could be a whole YouTube segment. How many teams are using XT football? It's not only the Patriots, it's the Bucs. It's the Titans are using it.
Yep.
And if you want to play right now, you got to get volume and production in the run game and put that extra tackle on the field and demand that you are going to control the line of scrimmage. And I want to go back to the fact that Mac Jones threw those 2 picks in Week 16. What did Sean McDermott do? What did Leslie Frazier do to scheme up the way to beat that rookie quarterback in the passing game?
It was very clear on tape what the Bills did. They increased the amount of man coverage that they played.
Interesting.
They played a lot of 2-man coverage, meaning man-to-man across the board with 2 deep safeties. And they increased their blitz frequency. So they had a defined profile in that game that was clearly specific to playing the Patriots in Week 16.
Now, you saw both of these games. I'll give you a chance. Quick pick. What do you see happening in this game, Matt Bowen? Are we going back to Orchard Park on Monday Night Football for the Patriots dominate, or will the Bills bounce back?
I think it's going to be the New England Patriots in this football game because of what they can do on the offensive side of the ball and control and dictate the tempo of this football game with the running back position.
What do you think?
I'm leaning toward the Patriots as well. I think Josh Allen needs to play at a really high level. I don't think he's done that consistently this season.
You saw it. They both picked the Pats. I'm picking the Bills. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Hey, it's the Matchup Show. You can catch us on ESPN and ESPN2.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.